Shit. I was gonna do a live this morning, but I was too goddamn cold. My hands were freezing, man. God damn. Look, if you haven't got to a certain age, bro, and you haven't had children, you are in danger of not passing on your genetics, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So, time to act quickly, bro, and swiftly too. Quick and swift. Start having children now. Don't be that old rocking man. Don't be that old man in that rocking chair, just chilling by himself. No children to come to see you. No children to sing happy birthday to you. No children to give you birthday cards and birthday cakes on your birthday. You feel what I'm saying? You are in danger. You feel me? What's up with it, Captain Commander? I'm on my fasting right now, man. I'm dropping weight. I'm not eating nothing right now. I might get a coffee or something. But yeah, man. Let's say you done got to be 60 and you ain't got no children. I can completely say, unless you become a millionaire around 60, I can safely say, yeah, you can do it. You know, you can have children. Or if you move overseas around 60, it'd be a lot easier to find a young female to do it with, man. To have children with. You know what I'm saying? So time is ticking, bro, especially with me, man. I'm 45 already, and I'm still attracting young females. They seem interested. So I'm gonna have children as quickly as possible, man, once I get that bag. You know what I'm saying? As quickly as possible. You feel me? Wait. You know, and Boobs, she feeling me, man. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Boobs too goddamn short. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Shit. I do want taller children. And I don't want to have babies with boobs, man. I'm gonna keep that a buck. You know, she's not tall enough. We gotta get them taller than that. She's 5'4". I need her to be 5'6", 5'7". You know what I'm saying? I'm 5'9", so I need her a little taller because we're procreating here, man. We're having children. Your son gonna be mad at you, man. He gonna be pissed off, like one of my subscribers said. One of my subscribers said, "Man, your son is gonna be mad at you when he come out to be 5'6". Yeah, don't do that to your kids. Get them some good height, man. At least average height at best, you know. Now the son, you came out to be 5'9". I'm sorry, son. That's the best I can do. I got your mama tall. You know. That's the best that I could do. I gave you 5'9". You know. I thought you would be taller, but hey, man, at least give them average height. Don't make them short, man. If I have babies with boobs, and I will be tearing that ass up in the future, you know, eventually. If I have babies with boobs, I'm 5'9", she's 5'4". So my kid will be stuck in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a son that's like 5'6", 5'7". That's not tall enough, man. You gotta give your son some good height now. At least average height. Everybody gotta be thinking, at least average height I need to have for my son. You feel what I'm saying? But it'd be nice to be in the bedroom though, busting nuts with, oh man, with boobs. Oh man. And she's cute too, man. Man. You know. Dude, if I was in the bed with boobs, I'll be busting nuts from here to Kingdom Come, bro. You feel me? I'll be busting nuts from here to Kingdom Come. I'll be like, skeet, 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 bust that nut, skeet. She move a certain way in the bedroom, skeet. she giving me a blowjob. You know, with that tongue going up and down my dick, skeet. Oh, for real though. I'm realer than Real Deal Holyfield. You know, that's what you gotta do, man. Don't let yourself get old and not have at least one kid, man. Matter of fact, two. You always gotta have two. Give your kid somebody to play with, man. Don't do that to your child. Don't just have one kid. You feel me? Get that shit off the ground, boy. Get your money up. Start busting nuts inside of coochie, man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't wait until it's like, just don't wait, man. Don't wait till it's too late, man. When it's you can't attract a young female being 60, bro. You just can't. By the time you get to be 60, you are invisible to young females. See, in your 40s, you still be visible, man, because the physical is still there. As long as you're working out and keeping your body in shape, the physical is still there. I'm gonna stop and get a rock star, man. The physical is still there. The buffness and the muscles is there, so you can still attract them, man. Maybe your face might not be as tight as it once was, but as long as you got that body game as a 45-year-old man, you can still pull them, man. I saw a nigga in the comment section a while back. He was saying that he was 48 and he was shredded to the bone, and he's still attracting young females. So it ain't too late, man, to keep your body in shape, man, and get your money right and start impregnating these bras, bro. You know, start busting nuts inside of these females' coochie, man. On purpose, too. That's what happened with Thai girl, man. I was trying to get that girl pregnant, man. I was on a mission. Because I got tired of all the ghosting and shit, man, that I was going through when I was dating, right? I was ghosting, getting ghosted and shit. So when I came across her, she let me hit it raw. I went all the way in, bro. I'm like, pulling out for what? I ain't pulling nothing out. I'm gonna try to get this female pregnant so I can have a kid, a child, a family. You know what I'm saying? When you desperate for a kid, man, you know, you do stuff like that. And they talking about, well, men can't not have baby fever. Women do. Women have baby fever. Men can have baby fever too. When we get up in our age, around 35, 40, you start seeing like, God damn, I ain't moving around like I used to. I'm gonna need some kids to help take care of me in my older age. Because old age is gonna happen to everybody, man. Whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen to everybody. So you gotta start preparing now in your younger years. You know what I'm saying? I get to be 60, I got teenagers. You know what I'm saying? You know, at 60, I ain't gonna be moving around like I used to. I'm gonna be telling my kid like, son, I need your help. Pick up that marble I dropped on the ground. Pick up that pencil I dropped. I can't bend down like I used to, son. I'm sorry. Your dad's getting old. You know what I'm saying? He's around the house, helping you around the house, helping you clean up and shit, helping you wash dishes, helping you, you know what I mean? Helping you around. You know? If you have a daughter, she can help you too. You know, help you cook meals for Thanksgiving. When you have a family thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I see, what's his name? Kanye, he on a mission. He on a mission to have a big family, man. You know what I'm saying? He had how many kids with Kim? Man, I know he was busting nuts inside of Kim. Whoa. Oh, she fucking fine as fuck. I mean, Kim K, bro? Wow. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, with Kim K, I wouldn't use any condom. I'm like, no, what condom? What you talking about, bro? I'm trying to impregnate this broad, you know, on purpose, so I can have children. You feel me? We're gonna go ahead and get a rock star. Really not supposed to be having nothing, but we got to get something, some type of. I can't drink coffee. I just realized that I can't drink coffee. My stuff right there, man. Make sure nobody's around.
You don't speak it all, but you go straight to Twitter, you gon' tweet it all. You must want that nigga to be on.
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
What's up?
Stop watching it around. Don't tell her the truth. She's free. I'm trying to help her. She's free. So So that's where they get people get locked in, bro, and they want to
She heard it when they get to go.
so you want to dance, that's what you dance. And then I told my son, if they're big and heavy, man, that's when you give me a little hits. That is back out.
Okay. Just a little bit, man. Something to keep me going. I ain't eat nothing solid until 2 o'clock. I didn't work out today, man. I worked out 2 days in a row. I'm good. I'll take 1 day off. We'll be back tomorrow. You feel me? I'm afraid I might get Boobs pregnant, man. I might not even mess with Boobs, man. God, I know how it's gonna start. Boobs, we're gonna be having sex, and Boobs gonna climb on top of me with them big old titties, and she gonna be grinding on me, and then without a condom, and then somehow, some way, for some reason, that condom, I mean that dick is gonna go inside the coochie without the condom. I know for eventually, you know what I'm saying? You know, somehow it's gonna slip in there. And when I'm busting nuts, I ain't gonna, you know, you feel me? I ain't gonna wanna let it go. For real. You know. But I ain't gonna wanna do my thing. I'm gonna be still there, you know. For real. You know, that's what you gotta do, bro. Like, think for the future, man. You feel me? Think for the future. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Yeah, I couldn't really talk because there was a female right there, so she went inside now. Now I can say bust nuts. And staying on the inside when you man, that's the best word. Oh man, making a baby is gonna be fun, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you get to stay on the inside and just let loose. Oh, big ass nut. Fill that coochie up. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, that's what I was doing. Like I said, man, that's what I was doing to Thai girl and shit. I was doing that to Thai girl. I was hitting it from behind, right? Thai girl had that big ass. It was jiggling in front of me because Thai girl had a big ass, bro. Just how I like it, right? And I couldn't believe I was inside of her raw. So then I just unloaded after about 10 minutes of pounding that shit from the back. And I just unloaded. I didn't pull out at all. I was on a mission. You know what I'm saying? I nutted on the inside so hard, turned her over. You know what I'm saying? We were sitting there laying on the bed for about a good 10 minutes. I jumped right back on her, man, while she was in missionary position. You feel what I'm saying? And then I came inside her that way. You know what I'm saying? That was a while back, man. Man, shit. I was younger. That was 7 years ago. Wow, I can't believe how time passed, man. How fast time passed. But I was like, man, I was 7 years younger. Man, because I was in 2000 and that was 2018, I think. Because that's when I was on the enhancements. And I've been struggling ever since then. You know how many years are going by and you ain't had a girlfriend in so goddamn long, bro. God damn. And years are going. That's what I'm saying. We on a mission to get this bag. So this shit would never happen again where I'm like going years without a female. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want this to happen to me again. When I get the bag, I'm gonna always be rich. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm always remember how it was to go 8 years without any companionship. You feel what I'm saying? And I've been having flings. You know, I've been having sex and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can find sex. I just can't find a consistent amount of sex. You feel what I'm saying? I just can't. I can't find a consistent where I'm getting sex on the regular. You know, when I lost Ty Girl, I went right back to the drought. I was like, oh, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. You know, because I didn't have many options. Matter of fact, she was my only option at the time. And then I moved on. I moved out here, and I started dating that fat chick. And I was not aroused by her at all. I had a hard time getting my dick up. I tried everything: alcohol, pills from the store, them Rhino pills, right? I was using those, and it just my dick didn't get up, man. I just wasn't attracted to her like that, bro. That's why I say I don't want to be with a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman I'm not attracted to, because if my dick ain't gonna work, bro. She gotta have some cheeks, bro. That fat girl, she didn't have no booties like that. She didn't have a booty like that, man. You feel what I'm saying? She didn't have a booty like that. I was just like, man, get something that you're really attracted to. She gotta have at least an average face, man. Like boobs, I'll be wearing that ass out. You feel me? But yeah, man. Gotta pass on your genes, man. Don't get old and be alone, man. I'm focused on that right now, bro. That's why I'm fasting. I'm only eating 2 meals a day right now, you know, and my body's feeling good. You know, I feel like I'm gonna put on more muscles ever since I've been fasting, you know. I just wanted a little bit of that. I didn't want a whole lot. Something to wake my ass up. I can't drink Starbucks coffee, man. It's just not good, man. I can't do it. For some reason, I can't drink coffee. So time is ticking, man, and I know it. 7 years went by really quickly, by the way. It seems like that was only 2 years ago, you know, when I was fucking with Ty Girl. It seemed like it was only 2 years ago, but it was 7 years ago. Time is moving really quickly, and we gotta start having children. I'm sorry. Any chance you get, bro, bust nuts inside the coochie. Fuck condoms, bro. Stop wearing those things. I kind of regret wearing condoms when I was in my 20s, man. I could have had a kid by now, man. You know, maybe I wouldn't be here though. You know, my kid would be probably 20 years old right now. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing condoms like a motherfucker when I was in my 20s because I was going through them. Like there was only a few women I didn't wear condoms with, and I didn't get them pregnant. Like my ex-girlfriend Dolores. We was having sex without the condom, but I didn't skeet inside until she got. I was using the pull-out method, you know, until she got some birth control. You feel what I'm saying? So I wasn't skeeting on the inside or nothing like that, man. I kept pulling out until she got some birth control, and then when she got some birth control, I was just like busting nuts on her. Man. That was one of the first times I stopped using condoms. I think I was 24, but I only didn't use condoms when I was in a relationship. That's the only time I didn't wear a condom, you know. But when I was having a whole lot of sex at bars and clubs, taking bitches home, man, those are the days. Taking bitches home and shit like that to my spot. We getting crazy and stuff, fucking in the bed. Oh man, I miss those days. Man. But those days I was wearing condoms, especially the club bitches and shit. Condom every single time. You know what I'm saying? You know, but after a while you start saying like, Kelcat, you getting old right now, bro. You might start having some children, bro. Time is ticking. You still got time, man. Have a kid by the time I'm 60. My kid will be 15, you know, and then I'm 65, he'll be 20 or she'll be 20, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to have some soldiers around you, man. Don't believe all that bullshit talking about, having kids it's a waste of time and having kids is a burden. I done heard this shit from so many copers, man. Man, they looking on the bright side of things, like, bro. The pros are gonna outweigh the negatives. I'm telling you, or the pros are gonna it's gonna outweigh the cons and shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? The pros are gonna outweigh the cons because kids are gonna make sure you are safe. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker wanna fuck with you, you gotta fuck with my son first. You know what I'm saying? My son is. He's a fucking beast. He's 6 foot. He gonna stump a mud hole in your ass. You know what I'm saying? They'll protect you and shit too, By that time, I'll be too old to fight. I'll be 65, 70. Can't fight like that no more. But my son can. You know what I'm saying? If I do have, I'm gonna keep trying until I have a son, Keep popping out babies until you get a son. You know what I'm saying? I can see myself at the hospital now. Oh, walking back and forth. Probably drinking some vodka. Or, puffing on a cigar. Only for celebration. You feel me? Did everything go okay? Yeah, you got a baby boy. Oh, you got a baby girl. I'll be like, shit, a girl? Damn. See, women are, girls and stuff, man, they a lot harder to look after, man, because there's going to be a bunch of dudes coming after them, man, eventually, man. You got to protect them. And then by the time they get to be 18, you can't protect them no more. They grown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you still got to protect them, but you can't protect them as much when they get 18. Because they're gonna find a guy they like, and they're going to date and shit like that, man. It's going to happen. That's what all fathers got to understand. Your daughter is going to date, okay? Especially if you're not a bad-looking dude, and your woman ain't a bad-looking woman. Oh, you really got to get your protector shield on then when it comes to your daughter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the boy, man, you don't have to worry about him as much, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he gonna do. That's why I say, man, bless your kids with height. Please do that. Leave them shorty pants as long. I mean, don't bust nuts inside of them, man. Just you could date them, but just don't shit, man. I say don't even date them, cause sometimes that fucking goddamn dick will end up in the coochie. She'll start riding. That's how it all start out. When she starts to ride you without the condom. And then somehow, some way, your dick would end up in there raw, for some reason, you're like, God damn, how my dick ended up in there? Am I trying to have a kid or what? You know what I'm saying? When I was with Thai girl, man, she wanted me to hit it raw. She was so attracted to me that she didn't wear no condom. She was like, no, we don't need that. I said, okay. Bend that nice big ass over. Oh, she had a huge ass, boy. That's why I was busting nuts from behind a lot, man, because she had all that cushion and stuff she had, man. You know what I'm saying? And some other pussy beggar took her away, and I haven't recovered from that, and I haven't gotten over that, man. Okay. We are done with this drink. Okay. Let's get out of here, man. So I don't know, man. Just gotta be careful about what you deal with. Try not to get the shorty pants pregnant. I ain't saying don't date the shorty pants, but you know you want what's good for your children. And I got a tall girl in there. I'll mess with her, man. I call her Tally Pants because she's tall and she's a Filipina. She's average looks. She likes me too. It's always the Filipinas that like you. It's never the Chinese or the Japanese women out here. Sometimes you get a Chinese woman every now and then, but it's very hard to get those because they don't like dark skin, you know. No matter how handsome you are as a black man, they ain't gonna deal with you, you know. You know. But she got tall jeans, man. I'll have a bad baby with her, man. She's 5'8", an inch shorter than me. Some of the women, they don't mind if you're the same height as them, bro. Like, I noticed that. I see a lot of couples walking around at the same height. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Because we want taller kids, man. We don't want no short jeans, man. Now, I can't get my kid the short jeans, you feel me? Motherfucker be 5'6", he be upset, man. That's why you gotta get a woman 5'7", 5'8", but make sure your kid is tall. Especially if it's a boy, man. Let's get out of here, man. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:45. We're supposed to be down there now. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta pass on your genes, bro. There's too many men out here by themselves, living in cars and stuff, don't have children to come and see them. You know, they didn't prepare, man. A lot of guys, you know, I know it's hard to find a woman to have children with, but you gotta do it. You hear what I'm saying? So, to increase your odds of passing on your genetics, to increase your chances, I said increase your odds. To increase your chances of passing on your genetics, you gotta get the bag, bro. It'll make things a lot easier. And then they'll let you skeet inside the coochie as long as the money is right. A lot of females, they don't feel comfortable with you skeeting inside the coochie and your money ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't got no security, man. So she ain't gonna let you just bust the nut all inside, man. Matter of fact, I could have had kids a couple of times, but I kept pulling out. That's one thing I kept doing. Don't do that. No, don't pull out, man. You having sex without the rubber, stay on the inside, man. Have a kid, man. Especially if your money's together. Now, your money ain't together, that's different, man. I advise you not to have a kid. But even if you're a blue collar worker, you're making about $150,000 a year, go ahead, start having children, bro. They do it all the time out here. I see blue collar workers out here and shit with children, you know, inside their truck and stuff. You know, you're not gonna be the richest man in the world, but at least you got children on your side, man. It's lonely without children. You feel me? It's lonely without children. I regret wearing condoms when I was younger. Like I said, man, I know it protects you from diseases and stuff, but it's been times where I could have skeeted inside the coochie and got her pregnant, man. But I was always pulling out. Always pulling out. Because you don't want the baby, right? You don't want to get her pregnant. And then you got another mouth to feed and your shit ain't together. You can't provide for the kid really like that. You got a dead-end job. You feel what I'm saying? But I say, man, get that bag. The moment you get the bag, start looking for women to have children with, man. Get you an average or above average looking woman, bro. Do what's good for the kids. You know? Because eventually, man, me and you, we gonna leave here, man. Life ain't forever. Remember that, bro. We got a checkout date. So don't be old and alone, bro. That's the last thing you want to do is be old and by yourself. You know, I'm gonna get the bag and I'm gonna go on vacation and be like, fuck condoms. I got my girl here. I don't wear condoms. And keep it between you and her and shit. Don't step outside the relationship and start having sex without the condom with other women and shit. If you do that, wear protection. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to catch no diseases and shit. Just keep it between you and her. Bust nuts inside the coochie and all that other stuff. That's what I was doing with my ex-girlfriend. With her, I didn't wear no condom. When I was cheating behind her back, I was wearing condoms. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to catch nothing and give it back to her, or give it to her or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So boobs, I like you, baby, but you're too short. You're too short. You know. And it's authentic, you know. That's why I went on a rampage last night and started singing about boobs. Because she made me feel good. Make me feel desirable still, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being invisible. You know, some guys that get to a certain age, they start becoming invisible to young females. That's when it's over for you, man. Well, the moment you are invisible to young women, it's over for you. You feel what I'm saying? You're invisible because you don't have a whole lot of money and you don't have your youth anymore. Done for. You're finished. Okay? You's a goner, man. As they used to say back in the day, you know, in the cartoons and shit. You are done for. Like one of my subscribers said, man, you ain't invisible yet. You still got the physical. He said, but by the time you get to be 55, 60, that's when you start becoming invisible. You hear what I'm saying? So I got 15 more years of the physical, man. When I turn 60 or 65, I got 20 more years of the physical. Well, I say 15, because 60, you're done. You're done, man. 60, man, you done. You ain't, bro, you done for. You ain't had no children by then, it's gonna be severely hard to find a young woman to have them with you, man, here in the States. That's the tough part. And it's getting tougher every single goddamn year that goes by, goddammit. That's why I gotta act with urgency, man. You feel me? This shit is urgent, bro. You're running out of goddamn time, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? We're running out of time. We gotta act with urgency. That's what I'm saying. I'm afraid of boobs, really. I mean, I like to kick it with her, man. But I'm afraid that I won't let it go, man. I might skeet inside the coochie because it's just like, maybe I should pull out, but nah, I don't do that. I don't know. I I do like to deal with her, man. You know what I'm saying? I like her. You know, she's short, she's cute, rosy cheeks, all that young stuff. Ooh, man, she's young. Woo, man. That girl young. She's 22. Man, she got a huge, like, tattoo on her arm, man. That says something about her, man. I don't know. I don't think I'll be in a long-term relationship because of her height and that long tattoo on her arm. Like, that tattoo looked like it's been there for like years, okay? But if I got with boobs, there's no telling what I'm gonna do in the bedroom, man. When she's mounted on top of me with them big old titties, I might skeet on the inside, man. I'm like, oh shit, my kid gonna be 5'6". God damn. You feel me? Oh shit. You know, if it's a girl, then it doesn't matter. But if it's a dude, he's 5'6", bro, he's gonna have a hard time in dating. So we gotta distract ourselves with a taller woman. I'll try to find a tall bitch, bro. You know? Because the tall ones in Starbucks, we got one sub 5 thickums. She's tall. She's a little bit shorter than me, like she's 5'7". Somewhere around there, 5'8". She's real thick, but she's sub 5. So I can't have that. And then you got another tall female. She's sub 5 too. The Blight girl, you know. She's sub 5 too, man. She's like a foreign looks. And every time she passed by my table, man, she's saying hi, Kel. You know, I'm like, okay, she's interested, but she's sub 5. I can't do that to my kid. She's like a 4, man. You know, she got height though. I like her height. But nah, we need her to be at least average looking for me to have children with her, man. Forget all that, bro. Don't, you know, like my mother said, man. Be careful what your kids look like. Be careful, you know what I'm saying? You know, be careful what your kids look like. That's why you gotta watch the height, man. You know, you never know. I mean, I might have kids with boobs and kid might grow up to be taller than me and shit. I guess when you're desperate, you can't be that picky. That's why I said get the bag. Then you could be picky as hell, bro. You know, what's up with it, Alex? You can't always give your kid human growth hormones. Well, you can increase the chance of them being taller by getting a taller female. That increases your chances of at least giving your kid like average height. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lessen my chances by getting a short female, man. You know what I'm saying? You increase your chances of getting a tall kid or a kid at least average height. Because you're creating a human being, bro. If it's a boy and he's 5'6", he's gonna be like, man, he gonna be like, you feel me? So he ain't gonna be too happy about that. So when you're creating a kid, when you're creating a human being, man, you know, you gotta give them the best that you can give them, because you love them. Before they even get here, you love them. So it's like, nah, I want to do what's best for my future kids and get a tall woman, 5'7", 5'8". Kid grow up nice and tall. You know what I'm saying? My son be like, Dad, how come I'm taller than you? Because I picked a tall woman, son. I don't want you to be my height or shorter, man. Because in the dating market, women don't like short men. And I could not get that to you. So well, thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. I'm so glad to be 6 foot. Man, it's a blessing to be 6 foot. See? You gotta always watch out for your kids, bro. And then he gonna be a handsome guy too, like his father. He gonna be better looking. Cause I'm gonna try to get a female that's better looking than me. when I get that bag. You know, he got good genes. My son got good genes. You feel me? The girl's gonna be all on him. You know, he gonna look like Usher. You know what I'm saying? A tall version of Usher, you know? And, gotta give him some good genes, man. Don't curse him with the short gene, bro. Like, don't you do it. You bet not. You bet not. Yeah, he gonna have a hard time in dating. 5'6". Even 5'7" is pushing it. Oh, your kid to be 5'7". Oh man, that's, you know, he gonna have a harder time with women. Cause throughout my life, I have done okay with females, man. You know, I have had girlfriends and stuff. You know, I have had a lot of sex, especially in my 20s. You know, I had, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm an incel or I'm sub 5. It's like I did okay with females coming up. And I'm still doing them. I'm doing okay right now. You know? Man, she got fucking rosy cheeks. Oh, so young, man. I'm talking about boobs. Man, she make a man feel good and desired, you know. But I'm older. I gotta take charge, you know. I gotta let her know I have lived a little bit more life than you. I'm in control of this relationship. I'm in control. You know, I'm in control of this relationship. I know more than you, so listen up. You know, okay, daddy. Okay, man. That'll be a 45-year-old man's dream. A 22-year-old, oh, man. And busting nuts and skeeting on the inside. Oops, sorry. Did I come inside the coochie? Well, especially when you're in the coochie from behind, you give it in that slow push, in and out, real slow. A slow grind, you know, you know what I'm saying? Man, oh, this pussy is tight. 22-year-old pussy is tight. Oh, got a nut off in it. Oh. Yeah. You feel me? That's that baby making, you feel me? You know, are you pulling out? Nope. Nope. Staring on the inside. Time is ticking. I'm busting nuts on the inside. You know, that's what you gotta do, bro, for your genes to survive. But I advise you to get that money right before any of that shit happens. Get her pregnant. We can still travel and stuff for like 9 months before the baby is born. You know, the baby come out 9 months later. You know, you holding the baby in your arms and stuff. And year by year, the baby's getting bigger and stronger. You know, it start to look like you. Got the same smile and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Handsome like his father, or females, you pretty. You know, gotta keep the boys off of her and shit. You feel me? You know, I can see it right now, man. You know, if I knock up boobs by accident, man, I'm sorry, guys. I tried to stay away, but the temptation kept calling me. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna get back on here and be like, boobs is pregnant. You be like, what? What? You guys gonna be like, what? What the hell? You got? I thought you said no short women. I tried, man, but she moved a certain way, and she made me skeet on the inside. There was no pulling out. I told her not to move, and she kept moving. Oh, don't move, I'm about to bust a nut. And she kept moving. Like, and I just let loose. Hey, for real. Like, I told her not to move, but she did. And she did, or like this. This is how they trap you. When you hit the missionary, right? You ain't wearing no condom. You know, you stroking this shit, And the moment you about to bust a nut, they wrap their legs around you and keep it there. Like, my God. Oh. I was trying to pull out, but she wrapped her legs around me and kept me around. That means she wanted to have your baby, man. You know what I'm saying? When a woman wrap her legs around you before you bust a nut and keep them around you and shit like that, that means she want to have your baby. She don't mind you busting nuts on the inside. You know what I'm saying? She don't mind that. You know. So okay, that's how you gonna play, huh? Gonna let me just bust a nut on the inside. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good day, man. I gotta fly my son. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.